everybody, and welcome back to Boro Bs channel. I'm gonna do a small reaction to the match that just happened in the FA Cup. Before we get to the reaction, guys, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Especially if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please leave a like on this video and get involved in the comment section and tell me what you thought about today's performance. What were the major events? What do you think about the major events? Timo's miss. Kepa's mistake, but then the overall performance from the team. Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, Billy Gilmore. What did you think about today? Let me know what you guys think about today's performance. Let's get straight to it, man. Chelsea 3, Luton 1. And this was a welcome break from the Premier League. And we play better in the Cups, whether it's the Premier League, whether it's the FA Cup or earlier in the season, the Champions League. I think we've played our best football in the Cups, and we play with the pressure off our shoulders. Maybe it's because it's a younger team. They seem to enjoy playing in the Cup. In the league, there's a lot of pressure, and I feel like sometimes the pressure takes over them. Everything was right today. I thought the selection was good. Only thing, I would not play Christensen because personally I don't like Christensen. I've said it before. I don't think he's tailor-made for English football. I just think he's a bit soft. But that being said, I don't have a problem with the way he played today, or the way the team played today. Everybody played well. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Let's get to Timo first, and then Kepa. Timo Werner is going through a tough time right now. Even though I think he did get himself an assist, but even though he's not playing his best football right now, and he's missing a lot of chances, he is missing. I think I would still stick with him. The reason being, I think we finally found a way to make Timo and Tammy effective. This is the way forward for me. This formation, 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-1-1, with Werner playing slightly off Tammy in the same formation that he played at Leipzig under Nagelsmann, under Rangnick. I think this is the way forward because I think that's the best. Even though he didn't score today, his movement and his link up with Tammy was very good. There was an immediate understanding there. And I like what I saw because I think they both complement each other. Tammy Abraham being as lanky as he is, tall and awkward for defenders to mark. Sometimes he can be very good. Sometimes he can be disappointing like he was against Leicester. That comes with being only 23. But his numbers are very good. I can't deny that. His overall involvement in the game is also good. Sometimes I feel like when the game gets away from us, I think Tammy can do more to be a nuisance to the opposition, to try and win the ball back faster, to come drop a little deeper and help the team. I feel like he becomes anonymous sometimes when teams when things are going bad for us. But Tammy was excellent today, and for sure, Tammy and Timo for me are for sure starters now. They are. Kai Havertz goes to the bench. Olivier Giroud goes to the bench. Tammy and Timo starts up front. That midfield pairing of Mason Mount and Billy Gilmore really worked. And I know it's against a lesser opposition, but even against the bigger oppositions, we have 65-70% possession because most teams drop off us. But I felt like the decisions they were making on the ball were very good today. They were switching from left to right when they need to switch. They're both disciplined. What I really like about Gilmore, which Kovacic doesn't give you, is he operates right in front of the back four. And when you do that, he's a constant presence in midfield. He makes himself available for the pass when someone gets pinned in, and that's what I like about Billy G. What Kovacic doesn't do is offer himself in those positions. What Kovacic does well is he drives with the ball and dribbles well. He's a great ball carrier, but he doesn't have the discipline or the know-how to play right in front of that back four. I really wanted that role to work for Kovacic, but it seems like that role, for now at least, is not working for Kovacic. And for me, Billy G starts because Kante is injured. For me, he is the obvious choice between him and Jorginho right now, just on form. I'm going for Billy G. Yes, he's very young. He's like 18 or 19. I think he just turned 18, but he's a good player. I mean, you have to judge it on what you see, and he's a very good player, and I would play him. Him and Mason Mount for me are the pivots that starts against Wolverhampton. Going further forward, let's get to Kepa. Kepa with a poor performance, not really. A poor moment, let's say. He didn't have a bad performance overall. Let's completely be frank. I thought he saved us in the second half because the way we play, we are going to give up chances, and he made some crucial saves in the second half. But with that mistake, it's what's happening to Kepa for a year and a half. since the start of last season. He has moments where he makes big saves, but then he has these moments where he should save, but it just goes underneath him, and that was a bad moment. And unfortunately, he will get trolled on social media. That's how it is. It's same with Timo Werner when he missed the penalty. He's gonna get trolled on social media, even though he had a good game in the rest of the game. That doesn't matter. That comes with a price tag. That comes with playing for Chelsea. Is the pressure, and the problem is social media is so toxic. It does have an effect on these guys. And if I was kept with Kepa, we know that probably his future is elsewhere because he's had his chances and probably the manager doesn't fancy him. With Timo, I don't think it's it for him at all. I think he's doing well. He played well today. He played well, and for me, he would start against Wolves and Tammy. They have to start for me. They have to start, and Mason Mount and Billy Gilmore have to start for me. Yes, they're young. The average age of that two pairing is like 20 or 19 or whatever the hell it is. But I would still play them because they're in form. And I know it's a bit young, but I would still play them. Hudson Odoi on the left. Well, today Pulisic played. Now this is the big concern for me. Pulisic, who was our most lively player last season going forward, is not having a good season. Hudson Odoi for me right now is the better player. Right now is playing better football, and I would start Hudson Odoi against Wolves. Even though I could see a case for sticking with Pulisic because even when he's off form, when he makes runs, when he dribbles with the ball, it is difficult for defenders to mark him. Sometimes I feel like he lets himself down. He is capable of so much more, and he knows it. He should. And the manager knows it. The fans know it as well. It's the same with, like I said, with Timo. I would keep my faith with Pulisic, and I would start with Pulisic against Wolves because I still think that even though he's going through a tough time right now, he's a fantastic player and he will come good. It just comes with being younger. Sometimes you have these moments, and right now Pulisic is having a difficult time, not playing his best football. But it's not his overall performance is not a letdown by or anything like that. It's just not hit the heights that we have come to expect of him, especially because of last season. But overall, I'm happy with this performance. Let's just get straight to the lineup versus Wolves because I want that's the big game on Thursday, Wednesday in England, Thursday here, 12 a.m. at midnight. Um, I'm gonna go late night kickoff. Late kickoff in England. I'm gonna go with the same 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-1-1. Mendy at the back. I know Kepa goes to the bench for me. Chilwell comes back. Emerson did well, but I'm gonna go with Chilwell. Zuma and Thiago Silva at the back. It's nice to see Zuma back. He is clearly, after Silva, our best center back. So I would definitely play with Silva and Zuma, and then keep Reece James. Reece James, even though he had a bad moment defensively today, over his overall performance, his delivery is absolutely phenomenal. For me, he keeps his place. Billy Gilmore and Mason Mount, a lightweight. You could see a slightly lightweight midfield, but I think both of them are disciplined enough and they work hard enough to make it work, even versus a team like Wolves. Well, they will just sit back and they will wait for us on the counter. They will wait to hit us on the counter. Expect another game where we have a lot of possession, and they're gonna just use maybe the pace of Podence and Adama Traore on the wing to try and attack us on the break. They'll probably start with a back five, but I think I would still stick with this midfield. Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham, the front two. Just stick with this front two. It works. It's working right now. Tammy comes deep. Timo comes deep. Operates as the number 10. His link up was excellent today. He did a lot of good things. Unfortunately, his finish once again let him down, but he made runs. He stretched the play. He linked up. And I think for me, this is the best position for him right now. And he has to start for me. He starts. Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech keep their place as the wingers. And that for me is the team I would go with against Wolves. Let me know what you guys thought about today's game. Man, I want this situation to work with Frank. I'm not Frank out. I was leaning towards out. I said Lamps out because I was angry. But I really want this to work with Lamps, even if it means no trophies this season. I didn't expect trophies this season anyway. I expected better in the league, much better, but we're disappointing in the league this season. But I wanted to work with Lamps because he's a young manager. He's a Chelsea legend. No one gets him more. No one gets Chelsea more than Lamps, and I really want him to work. But he has to be progressive. Pick this team. The teams that he picks in the cup is much better. Maybe he overthinks in the league, but I think he should just keep the team that he played in the cup. And make a few changes like Silva and Chilwell coming in the defense and Mendy, and keep the team as it is because it's playing well. It's playing free flowingly, And because when we have 65-70% possession, I trust this team to break other teams down, as opposed to the team and formation we play in the league. Kai Havertz and Tammy up front did not work. Tammy and Timo looks like it has the makings of a good partnership. Mason Mount and Kovacic as a midfield pairing, even though Mason Mount was excellent, did not work as a whole. Kovacic and Mason Mount don't complement each other, but Mason Mount, Billy Gilmore does, because Gilmore has the natural tendency to just stay in front of the back four and operate things. With Kante unfit, I think that's the natural way to go about things. For me, Billy G and Mount. Let's keep this form up, man. If we get a win versus Wolves, that'll be huge for us. Hopefully, Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner once again score. I just hope both of them get a goal. If they keep getting, if Tammy scores and Timo scores and we win, even if it's a scruffy 2-1 win, I'll take it, man. I just want Chelsea to go on go on a run. If we win the next two games, then Lamps' job is not safe. It will not be safe, but it's at least, at least he has some pressure off, because we need to win the next two games. And both are at home against Wolves and Burnley. Let's just go out there and win, man. Let's play this lineup. Let's go out there and win against Wolves, man. Anyways, guys, this is just a small review and the preview of the Wolves game. I'll get back to you guys soon. Until then, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Lamps.